Hey, my brave followers. Let's bravely go fishing. Sound the battle music. Combat.
Small group of rugged-looking dwarves. Their faces are scarred, as if they cut off their beards with their axes, which they probably did.
Whoa! Can we talk about this?
Your men stand firm, showing off their strength and confidence. The dwarf leader listens to you, then speaks.
5 speech for 20 turns. Awesome. 10 food, no problem. I mean, we could have taken them probably quite easily if we hadn't been so wounded. Bogadara. You guys go fishing. Wow, we're going to get loads of fish here. Sending a shade to go fishing. How random. That reminds me. Mr. Orc Fighter. What do I call him? In honor of my favorite streamer, Pyrian Flex, I think I have to call this orc Beef Stench Clench. No, that's not long enough. Okay, the other one then, Lunk Hardly. Lunk Hardly. Goblin Warrior. He can be Zug Zug, the Zug Zug. The Goblin Warrior. Whoopsie. Thank you, Zug Zug. That reminds me, I need a few more suits of chainmail armor. Yeah, Zug Zug's getting like half the armor. Yeah, I think I probably also want to get him a warhammer as well. Add that to our shopping list of things I want to craft. It means we're going to need more steel. Level ups. And seeing how I've renamed some of those characters, really I should have been renaming all of my fighters and villagers after the viewers. It's never too late, I suppose. If you want to get involved, just leave a comment which character you'd like to be. And I'll name them after you. And then for future playthroughs, and by the way, I intend to finish the game with every god at least once. So I consider this to be season 1 of Thea. And there'll be a season for each one of the gods. It's my intention anyway. Right, Bosco. Let's give you your gathering and crafting trinket. Giving it extra will. Random. It's the defensive skill for social and hex. How do you buff stealth? Boosted by dexterity. Okay, in that case then, I should be thinking about making trinkets that boost dexterity to increase the stealth of a lot of my guys. It's something that goes around his neck. I would have thought these would go there. I like the idea of a medic bear, I gotta say. Folklore and herbalism. Increases will for the moment. Let's just see if I can... Oh, well, I mean, I know I was making the bear that horn to increase his dexterity, and that's actually exactly what I wanted to do. Okay, so more monster bone, more steel. That could be worth giving to everyone. I mean, everyone would benefit from the extra stealth value. Even if you're on the front line, okay, fine, doesn't do much for you. But if you're on the back line, it increases your ability to confuse, which is really good. Just check on the hit points. Okay, we're all fully healed up here. Break camp. Beasts. Royal Crow. Royal Crow? It's a swarm. Let's not drop Lank Hardly yet. I want to see what I'm up against first. We'll drop someone who's quite tough, like Bogadara. She's actually quite a tank for a gatherer. That's pretty... Look at those stats, are impressive. That Royal Crow has a lot of hit points, but like no damage. They're all pretty low level, so I don't imagine that they're going to be able to confuse anyone. Let's just get everybody in there. It may well be worth giving some shielding, though. I mean, I do like having the higher shield values from the people on my backline. And I kind of feel like having the backline people use the piercing damage is great because they do damage when they enter, but then they're quite weak afterwards. So maybe what you do is you have a mixture of blunt damage and piercing damage on your warriors. And then your backline all have swords and shields, so that if they have to fight, they got decent shielding and damage, but then they can also throw shields and plus damage from the backline. And you give them lots of dexterity so they can use first action. First action 10 on Lunk Hardley. Should give the two of them enough to kill the Royal Crow. You bastard. Yeah, these two aren't getting on the front line, that's for sure. Well, wait, actually, I want them to play some of these cards first. Can I support Snovit? Not really worth it. The confuse? Yeah, I can confuse. And I can confuse there as well. Ooh, I could first action Chabor. And I'll get closer with Yasna just so she can kill something as she enters. But no, she can't actually. Oh, what the hell? Just first action Snovit. Let's start grinding through all these birds. Oh, great shot, Lunk. Ow. Easy game, well fought, Lunk. Just a boar spear, not worth keeping. Wow, that wasn't worth it. For a 3 skull, that was pretty crap. Is it worth harvesting some grain while we're out here? Just stock up on some grain quickly. Yes, it is actually. Wait, one other question I have. Is there grain within walking distance or visual distance? No. I think, so the sacred paths only give us +1. +2 will get us clay, basic leather, string. We've already got the coal, hardly worth it. +3 would only give us nothing really worth keeping. So actually, yeah, I was thinking a little while ago whether or not I wanted to upgrade the sacred paths, but I don't think it's worth it. Let's just get a whole bunch of wheat. Zog zog. Rightio. That reminds me, I need to make heavy armor for my goblin, but I don't have steel. I could use mithril and silver. 31 armor, 7 shielding. Living Abyss Guard. It's pretty cool, but 31 armor. Feels like a bit of a waste. I mean, don't I want to use the silver for jewelry, and then we just use good, honest, solid steel for our armor. Basic ingredient wise, we don't have a whole lot left, but it's good to know that we've got loads of prepared meals. In fact, I should be mixing vegetables with bird meat. I don't have any ham. How many kids do we have? I'm thinking about destroying one of the cabbage patches. I only have 2 cabbage fields, and we have 1 pasture, just so we get the +2 meat for the extra type of recipe. Quartz, granite pasture. Vegetables. Darkwood. Attract you. +3 food. Wow, that's pretty damn good. Out of interest. +2 food. +2 food. Okay, so clearly granite's going to be superior for just about everything. Excellent. Right, Expedition 1, how much grain are we holding on to? 1 more day worth of grain.
Thea is not an easy place to grow.
Gatherers. I thought we said... No, actually no, we always need more warriors. You never have too many warriors. Because eventually I want 2 strong expeditions. Yasna, where were you? Tasha, sorry. Let's see about a weapon for you. This expedition runs light. We don't actually happen to be carrying a whole lot of spare stuff. But once we get back to the village, she'll be able to get kitted out. I think in Expedition 1 will be our fighting and questing group. We'll take a total of 5 warriors and 5 supports to give us a mix of social and magic and whatnot. That's a 10-man group. There's currently 13 people in this group, so that leaves us with 10 back in the village. That can maybe make like a 6-man gathering group, which is,
and a sudden heavy hailstorm descends upon.
Let's say 2 warriors, 3 gatherers, and a medic.
You managed to patch up the roof in time.
And our Bosco got stronger. So that's 6 people, which leaves 4 to defend the village. Which I think is probably fine.
You come across a hidden stash, and it looks like whatever it... At the last moment, you realize the stash is
easy.
You broke the hex. What?
Let's just amalgamate. Look at that. It's a nice 20-man village. Fan-bloody-tastic. Let's quickly grind through all the equipment and see who's wearing what. Zug Zug. Ah yes, it was Tasha was the new warrior that needs armor. It just so happens there is heavy armor for her to wear. What about Zug Zug? How much armor is he getting from what he's wearing? 17 and 3, 16 and 2. Is it worth boosting his attractiveness, I wonder? Used in many events and for first action and counter offense in social. I think that's what I've got to do. Make sure that my primarily gathering group... You know what? Bugger that. We need proper gathering baskets for everyone. It's been going on far too long that we don't have proper gathering baskets. Gathering armor, gathering plus armor, plus damage. Mustn't forget to give Bosco this plus dexterity horn. And that horn used steel, which is another incentive to get another big load of steel. I do like the idea of giving almost everybody plus dexterity. What are we going to do armor-wise? 13 and 3. I could probably junk this lamellar armor, actually. It's so heavy and comparatively doesn't give that much in the way of armor. Same story with this tree spirit blessing. 220 it weighs. Okay, the chainmail is even heavier, but it's almost double the armor. Let's not get distracted. Tasha, we're trying to find a weapon for you. There's Willow's Tear, 11 damage. That's very nice. She can have a substantial amount of shielding. 21 shielding, holy hell. That's crazy. Okay, so she's really good on the front line. I mean, the 28 damage is not bad, but like on the back line, she can shield someone like no one's business. We're clearly short on ranged weapons, though. How much would she do with a short pike, out of interest? 23 damage. That's actually very nice. So, I mean, she could do half of that when she enters the battlefield. But I think I'd be stupid to turn down all that shielding. She can be a tank. Like the person that you play on the first turn. Because that is something that we're missing. So maybe like on your first turn, you drop a tank, like Tasha. Then you get Lunkardly to go in. I think we make Zug Zug our tank in the primary fighting group. Actually, probably not. Someone who's got more hit points should be the tank. I'll tell you what, Radzim. Swap weapons with Zug Zug. The Zug Zug is a damage dealer. And then Radzim will be our tank in the primary expedition. Eight, 10 shielding. Oh my god. Bogodara and Pekoslava. It seems like a waste having these on backline people. Yeah. That's a hell of a combination too. So I think I want a tank in each expedition. So Radzim is the Expedition 1 tank. Zug Zug is just a normal fighter now. And then Tasha can be Expedition 2. Tank on Expedition 2. Take the other Willow's Tear. 25 shielding. 29 shielding. 5 leech. It seems like madness. Absolutely bloody great. Okay, Kazik, I needed to increase your medical skill. Where are those roots that give the plus medic skill? Sasha and Yanko. Who is Sasha and Yanko? Okay, Yanko, I think, is the village medic who doesn't need that much. He's exactly on the limit. I think I can do without the sturdiness, the distraction, and the tactics. I can give him an extra 50 carry capacity. Where's that skull ring? And that just lets him carry a harvesting basket. 37 carry capacity. Obviously the swords are too heavy, but then he can have a bit of armor if he ever, by some horrible twist of fate, ends up on the front line. Okay, so I have stripped weapons off of my backline gatherers, but they've still got pretty decent shields. Let's compare the damage. 16 damage as opposed to 16, but then some poison. I think I prefer the blunt damage, the overspill damage. Right, so Kazik's our primary medic, with 12 medic skill. Sasha is level 5. Yanko is level 5 as well. Just thinking if it's worth buffing her strength now. I do like the gathering actually. Yeah, and as I suspected, that was... Oh no, wait, that's too much weight. 103. Okay, until I can fabricate one of those dragon skin belts, it'll just have to be a skull ring for the moment. Oh, really? You've got to go skull ring first to get him above 100. Oh, come on. Skull ring. Blood drop. Roots of life. 12 medic. 24 will. Excellent. And I think he still has enough strength just to carry that, or to wear that little plus animal kingship vest. So Bosco, we give you a horn of a beast, plus 3 dexterity, which increases your stealth. I got to make more of these. Monster bone and steel. Right. Primary expedition is Kazik is our best medic. Was it Radzim as the best tank? Yes. Then we want Zug Zug and Lunk Hardley. It's 1, 2, 3 fighters. Svatava is a fucking badass. 61 armor. 42 damage. 39 damage. 35 damage. 34... Yes, Svatava. That's 4 fighters. I think I want 5 fighters. Another Warhammer user. I think I want one of my fighters here to use the pike. But no, Chabor is going to do it. Chabor counts as technically as a support guy though. Let's go with Snovit, I reckon. It's between Slavic or Snovit. Who's higher level? Snovit. Okay, so we've got 7 people. Now I just need gatherers. Wow, we are short on gatherers. Milarad's actually not bad as a gatherer. I need 2 more. Actually, no, we don't. Expedition 1 doesn't have gatherers. It just has... This is probably fine. 5 fighters and then a medic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fighters. A witch, a hunter, a medic. And the shade, of course the shade. I think that's it. What does a crafter give us? That's probably fine. Let's make that our primary expedition. Month worth of wood. 30 herbs. Nice mixture of food. So 9 times 30 is how much? Where's my 3 times 9 is 27. It's 270. I'll take 70 of this. And 100 of that is 170. And only take 10 of that. So I need another 18. Nope, my maths is wrong. Oh, for God's sake. So I need 13 times 9. Now that I can't work out because I don't do maths. 13 times 9 equals 117. Perfect. I would like some more food types, but nothing's fabricated just yet. Why don't we just give a little bit of extra fish? I want the extra move point. We've already got bird meat. Do we have wheat in any of this stuff? No, we don't. We won't take much. Take the seafood. Seaweed, excuse me. We've got fruit. We've got herbs. Got veggies in all of this. Vegetables and fruit, yep. That should be a fair amount of different food types. Create expedition. Did we get all our children back? No, we did not. Goblin army, wow. That kind of changes things. Just because there's a goblin army there, I think maybe I should get all my warriors together and just go clean it out. But not yet. Let's just go past it and see what we're dealing with. We certainly can't fight it with Expedition 1 at the moment. We're just doing a bit of scouting there. Expedition 2, we'll take out Sasha. The 2 warriors. And the gatherers. We'll take the crafter who's better at gathering. Actually, none of them have any gathering. Okay, actually, Yasna has a bit. And then we'll leave this 5-man skeleton crew behind just to guard the village. A warrior, a bear. I still can't believe we've got a bear fighting for us. It's so cool. Expedition 2. Just make sure everyone is wearing what they should be wearing. And that we all have good crafting. Slavic has nothing. Where's the gathering? Plus gathering. Bam. Slavic. Okay, Expedition 2. What are we going to get you to gather? I think it was... I do want steel, but it's too far away. Oh, I didn't give him food or wood. 3 a month worth. Wow, we've got lots of herbs. Just casually taking some sushi along. It's pretty cool. Just want to make sure we have decent weapons equipped. Okay, it's only Yanko who can't fight, but he can do a substantial bit of shielding, so that's fine. I wonder, can I not craft a one-handed weapon that weighs very, very little? Mithril, and let's say... Okay, so, yeah, that's likely to weigh the least, I should think. Weighs, so 38 is the lightest that I can craft. 34, Old Wood Club. Poison, Perception, that seems like a waste though, using that. 28 weighs even less. 32. Just checking all the various weights. 20, nice, Living Club. I'm not too phased about how much the damage is. I just want to get something that weighs as little as possible for my backline, my medics to be able to use. 36. 28. 20. 1 leech doesn't seem worth using dragon skin for. $32. 32. 26. I think I can get 26 out of the medic. Carrying weight. Yeah, that's exactly enough. Perfect. We'll make him a living club. Especially for him. What was I using? It was dryad wood plus silver. No, it was dryad wood plus steel. Dryad wood plus fur leather. 22 is even less. 3 damage compared to how much? It's the exact same thing, it just weighs a bit less. Cool. I love that the bear is making duck in plum sauce. Ah, how you like this? Thank you, Bosco. Lovely. May as well make some more. I don't really need to gather all that much. Let's mix veggies plus herbs. Greens. That's a hell of a lot. Bloody spiders. Okay, good. That is the pasture done. +3 meat every turn. Do I have enough granite to start rebuilding everything? No, I don't. I've got this quartz. Just wow, look at all that moonstone. The fuck. So what does moonstone actually do for you? Okay, you can't put it into a ring. A diamond. Wow. The most precious of gemstones. I just want to see what it does if I make like a golden diamond ring. 7 faint. Okay, that's not that great. What diamond as primary weapon? Clear mind, concentration. But underwhelming. How about artifacts? I need 6 of it. I could sit here and play with these recipes all day. Elven wood plus that gives us Book of Wisdom for 3 intelligence. Use others and can help you overcome many obstacles. I don't actually have one of these. I think I'd be quite smart to give this to at least one of my characters, have at least one person with high intelligence. Can we boost that intelligence rating? Speech and animal kingship. That is really good. I mean, having my party be good at speech is really useful. 3 speech. Useful in hunting, but speech is useful in social. And that's going to give us more damage in social situations. Yeah! I'm trying to think that if each one of my warriors has a reed flute, then obviously they're badasses in fighting, but at least with this, they're not going to be useless in social situations. Okay. We need a lot more dryad wood. And a lot more scaled leather. But I have gotten a bit distracted here. This is not what I was supposed to be looking at. I was saying that I wanted to boost everyone's dexterity. There's so much to do. I do suppose I should have Ignac busy doing something. Craft another lightweight club. There are 2 other medics out there that can benefit from it. Bone, I don't think we can get to weigh that little. Yeah, 56 is quite heavy. 40 is quite heavy as well. 28. 22. I think I'm going to do 2 more of those. And these are medics' weapons, basically. I mean, I never want my medics on the front line, but at least with those weapons, in a pinch, if they really have to be on the front line, they could be. I can well imagine that if I took swords as my first crafting, that might include like daggers, and I could make short swords, I imagine would weigh the least. But it's too late now. What is in there, I wonder? Get him! Wow, that's actually a lot. I hope we get some good loot out of this. Good God, that's a lot of enemies. Okay, so I don't get to put my tank up front. Oh, no, I do. Redzim. 70, 94 hit points, 26 shielding. So much in the way of damage, but I'm encouraged to see that their levels aren't that high, so it's very unlikely that they are going to be able to give them first action or to confuse our guys. Not surprisingly, I just want the most damage on the field now as quick as I can, and to give them first action. I think support her first, give her more damage, we need more damage. Oh, you bastard! Oh, wait a second, we've got problems here. So Radzim goes first, wounds at a living corpse. Look at all this damage on the field here. Yeah, but I need to give her first action. So we got 46, which wounds that living corpse, then Radzim finishes it off. Then we've got 25. Oh, Jesus. We got problems. Keep boosting Radzim's damage, I suppose. I wonder if I'm better off boosting Zugzug's damage now. I've got to get these two in the field. I don't think I should be using them tactically. It sucks that they're not going to be taking part in the first round of combat. We're going to be taking a lot of hits here. Our newfound strong medic skill is going to be put to the test here, very, very much so, I think. Not worth confusing, just get closer. I've kind of gotten... Jeez, like I've thrown tactics out the window. Don't first action him, you... Oh, you bastard. Oh, they're all gonna have piercing damage. Good God, tough fight. I need Chobor's damage, but I want... Oh damn, I wanted to wait. I should have waited until someone was down there. Oh, we're gonna get wrecked here. This is... We've made a... Oh God. I've badly misunderstood the amount of damage that this undead crypt... It's only a 3 skull. This is by far the most crazy difficult 3 skull we've ever done. Fuck me, this is bad. Three of them get to go first. Fucking hell. Is Fatava even going to survive this? Oh, she gets to go first there, but these unliving corpses are so tough. Oh no, Lunk Hardley! Oh, our Orc Warrior, who does the most damage, doesn't even get to go. He gets struck down immediately. Oh my word. I think we're fucked. We're completely fucked. Everyone's gonna die. But I do think that if we flee now, it'll be worse for us. Okay, so get all the warriors together in a single group. Ugh. Oh my word. Run away! Oh God. Let's hope the very high medic skill we have keeps us alive. I doubt it will.
Wounds don't always
Radzim and Satova. Oh. Well, shit. That changes things in a big way.
Slavers are a sadly common sight in Thea these days.
We'll go have a word with those slavers. It's like goblins. Crafting wise, what do we want? Two for silver. I think we go up the gems side of things. I don't think I don't think we're short on materials. Let's go bows and crossbows, and then we'll go staves.
Thea is not an easy place.
Well, we need more warriors, that's for sure. We just lost 2. Okay, where's that new warrior? Dobruna, 750. She's quite strong. First things first. Can my medic? No, he can't. Use a living club, but he's exactly on. I suppose. Yeah, give him a skull ring so he can have a weapon. Oh, for goodness sake. That's annoying. The weight of the skull ring gets factored in first before anything else. Right. So you were using Living Club. And you've got actually a fair amount now to have a weapon and some armor. Might have to craft some light armor for him. I think Dewdrop's probably the best shield I can give him. That only leaves him with 21. Maybe I can shave some weight off from the bow. 58, 20. Just a crude bow though. 30, yeah, that should be enough. 64, 41, 24. Okay, so I'd have to make silk vests, which I believe I can do. Yeah, so it's a vest made out of silk. And what do monster bones do, I wonder? And how much does it weigh? It can't weigh more than 30, remember? Way too much. It's the monster bones. Must be 32. Just too much. 32. Can I lighten it maybe by... No, the catalyst doesn't seem to make a difference. The catalyst only increases the chance that it's of high quality. I need that figure to be under 30. $33, 48, 44, maybe the other way around. Scaled coat, 66. No, that's way more than what I wanted. Yeah, I think, yeah, spider silk is the way it's going to weigh the least. Silky vest. Is there any way to get it under 30? Doesn't look like there is. I'll just make 2 of these and just try find some way of shaving 2 weight. Also, I needed to make those dragon belts actually out of the artifacts so that I can get even more strength. It was 52 dragon bones we've got. +3 strength gives 150 carry capacity. But no, that actually... then that would be instead of the healing root, which we need. So that's actually not really an option. What does that do? That's not going to be strength, I don't think. No. Distraction and speech? No. Sturdiness. Tactics. Interesting. Sturdiness. Find a weakness. Leech. That's pretty amazing. Physical and sickness challenges. Tactical and social challenge. So with enough dragon bones, theoretically, you could give everybody 8 leech just from rings. Okay. I don't see how I'm going to get my medics to be able to have a weapon under 20. He's only got 23 to play with. And that's even with a crude bow. That weighs 2. Skull ring weighs 10. I certainly don't think I can get a lighter shield for him. He has a weird idea. Could he use... No, that's obviously too heavy. Because that would give him damage and shielding. As would a shield. A sword, I mean. Where's all the 12 shielding come from? There's 6 from the black sword. Oh, okay. So maybe medics should just have swords then. So this is how much shielding? 11 compared to 11. And a bit of damage. So we're missing out on the attractiveness of the shield, but it's fair enough. And that leaves us with 27 weight. But we can't get clothing under 27. Not that it matters now. Should make sure all my warriors are wearing the appropriate gear. Shiny Skull Crusher. I think I want that on Zugzug and Lankardly. Crafting materials. About a bow. And some jewelry. Extra damage. Extra crafting and gathering. And more damage and magic. 42 damage. Okay, that'll do nicely. Next. It's fine. Shorter bow here. I should be crafting bows. Aha! Milarad. You need a something. You've got a bow, you've got that. Are there any of those skull rings left? No. Sasha, Zidarad, and Kazik are wearing them. Should get some more monster bones, make more of these. Gives you 150. There's no sword for you to use, so you may as well carry a shield. Best one you can carry. No, too much. Yellow ladybug is surprisingly heavy. What do I actually want out of Mila Red? Yeah, non-combat skills. Okay, that'll do. One last check of the warriors and then let's make an expedition. Probably of all the warriors, we've got some tough fights off to the north. I want to go take out those undead. We'll even take the bear with. Let's go full, send out the strongest fighting force that we possibly can. Big 12-man group. I'll leave all of you guys to stay in the village. Kind of tempted to take my 2 gatherers with because they're actually not horrible fighters, but I think that's probably fine. Two more children, but I do think those children have to be gatherers. We've only got 2 gatherers left in the entire village. That's not good at all. Keep hemorrhaging my warriors though. I keep dying. I'm loving everything that I'm learning about this game, though, in this first playthrough. Let's see, I'll take 50 of that. And then 150 duck in plum sauce. Greens I've got. Don't have that. You know what? I'm not going to get distracted. Let's just get our kids back first and foremost. No, stop. Don't go to the ruins. Bollocks. I mean, I do actually wonder about exactly what I would need to take out those undead. I mean, that was pretty substantial when I was there last. Just get our kids back.
You track down. You
Oh, that was hunting. Oh, whoops.
As you are about to leave,
Oh, no way!
The rat is now following you. Since you have someone in your group that knows about animals, they are able to train the little fella. It becomes your companion.
A hulking rat. Welcome, hulking rat. This game never ceases to surprise. See, I actually should have known about that because I've got a fair amount of hunting and animal kingship. Let's go drop the hulking rat off in the village. Man, how cool is that? What's he like? He's got will, perception, armor. Yeah, he's not very good at anything. But really, we just give him crafting items. Well, 2 of these. Extra damage. Yeah, I need to craft more amber rings. Jewelry, amber, plus amber. I need at least 2 of them. Let's do 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4 small amber charms. Nice. What a surprise. Okay, lovely. Good mission. Interesting. Disappointing that we lost a few fighters, but I think I need to kind of mentally shift my perception of how strong we are. We're actually not that strong. I think I want to squash as many of these quests as I can. Suspicious Tower. We'll take care of the slavers. I don't know about Giant's Return yet. See, I don't know when I should be doing these quests or not, how strong I am. I think based on the fact that we're not that strong, I think I want to be strong enough to be doing these 4 skulls before I start doing the missions. The story missions. So how are we going to get stronger? We're going to keep attracting people to our village. We're going to keep having our children grow up into warriors and gatherers. We're going to get loads of steel. We still need more steel. We need more monster bone as well. just tech up for a bit, actually. So we've got 8 people in the village and 12 in the expedition. I think once we're up to 25, then we can reevaluate. I'm just conscious of the fact that I don't have a strong enough group of people to run around killing stuff confidently and still have an expedition that only has 2 warriors and a bunch of gatherers. We've only got 2 gatherers. I think I want an expedition 2 to be 1 medic, 2 warriors, 4 gatherers. They avoid fights. They just go and get, important stuff we need to gather. Then we leave 1 medic, 3 crafters, and the animals in the village to defend the village, and then whatever's left, which is the majority of the fighters, 1 medic, the hunter, the shade, and then they run around and go kill stuff. Cool. God, I'm really enjoying this game. This is great. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.